Welcome to Blueprint Meets Metal, bridging the divide between engineering theory and shop floor reality. We move past the historical throw-it-over-the-wall mentality to master the transition from perfect CAD geometry to real-world physical constraints. We explore the three battlegrounds of manufacturing. Geometry and tolerances face machine vibration. Sheet metal dynamics contend with gauge fluctuation. Thermal physics must account for microscopic surface asperities. The illusion of perfect geometry means understanding tolerance, the allowed dimensional variation. The mating rule is critical. Tolerances for mating surfaces must be unilateral to prevent interference, while non-mating surfaces can use bilateral tolerances. Avoid the tolerance accumulation trap. Chain dimensioning sums all intermediate tolerances, creating a shop nightmare. Use baseline or direct dimensioning to control variation effectively. Direct dimensioning offers the ultimate control, with variation only between the features. Understanding the anatomy of a bend is key in sheet metal. When metal folds, the outside stretches and the inside compresses. The neutral axis is the single plane that neither stretches nor compresses. Bend deduction compensates for this physical stretching. The shop reality check. CAD assumes exact material thickness, but hot-rolled steel thickness can vary significantly. This material variation causes flange dimensions to drift. The fix is using generous shop tolerances or switching to gauge-accurate cold-rolled steel. Heat flow starts with Fourier's law. In solids with distributed internal heat, like an electric current, the peak temperature hits the center. This insight changes thermal resistance calculations for conductors with distributed heat input. Flat surfaces only make contact at microscopic asperities. Heat flows through these solid-to-solid contact zones and via fluid or air conduction in the open spaces. This creates spreading resistance, requiring additional calculations for lateral heat flow. The catch-22 of prototyping is the conflict between R&D and manufacturing. R&D needs a stable specification to prove the technology, while manufacturing needs proven technology to build a spec. The true transfer point is where technology reaches performance stability after integration. The reliability funnel shows the drop from theoretical design reliability through manufacturing processes to achieved reliability in the field. The complexity cost means higher component parts, and interacting tolerances reduce intrinsic reliability over time. Synthesis is decoupling the design. An uncoupled design has completely independent features. A decoupled design manages interacting features to avoid cascading failures. The goal is predictable system interactions. Keep processes as simple as possible. The master's toolkit includes wire EDM, which cuts through thick, hardened tool steel and achieves tight side clearances. The takeaway is that you can design wildly complex, tight tolerance geometries if your facility has EDM capabilities. Why avoid specifying tight, bilateral tolerances on every feature? Close tolerances exponentially increase cost. Balance the tolerance to the part's exact function. Use tooling fixtures for dynamic assemblies and leave generous tolerances on non-mating surfaces. Does the blueprint tolerance apply before or after plating? Tolerance limits are absolute. Your engineering drawing must explicitly state whether dimensional limits apply before or after plating. Failing to account for plating causes dimensional interference in mating parts. If your thermal model is perfect, why is the physical prototype overheating? Your model ignores the asperity blind spot of microscopic contact and the spreading resistance factor. Calculate gap conductance and apply thermal interface materials to replace insulating air pockets. The workbench is closed. To succeed, you must focus on mastering the critical few concepts, or the trivial many details will overwhelm your projects.